today to talk about Free File. And we know April 15th. April 15th is a very special day for me. But not because it's tax day. It was the day my granddaughter was born. Poor girl. But she'll be 2 this year. You know, when we talk about paying our taxes, it is something that I think we all, in a way, dread, of course. But it is our civic duty. It is the reason that we have a wonderful military. It's the reason that we have roads, and it is a reason that we have commerce. It's a reason that we have all of really the great things that our tax dollars do for us in terms of our quality of life. We've got safe food, safe water, I mean, I can't even begin to enumerate, and I don't have to tell anybody in the Panhandle all the great things that the federal government does, because a lot of it's done right here in the Panhandle as well. But it is tax day. It is our civic responsibility. And one of the folks in the newspaper asked me, how do you like having your name, Shelley Moore Capito, and taxes in the same paragraph? And I have mixed feelings about that, because as you know, I've been trying to work in Washington to make sure our tax code is more fair, is more equitable, and is reformed, but also that in Washington, we're not A, overspending your tax dollars, or B, we're spending less tax dollars so we can get the debt deficit under control. So I want to get that out there as I'm talking about taxes at the same time. But one thing I notice every year when it comes time for us to fill out our own personal income taxes, and we have folks from the IRS here that can attest to this, it is extremely complicated. Simplest returns, it can be overwhelming at times when you start to think, how am I going to figure this all out? And that's what this is about today. It's about figuring it all out, but what even better, it's about figuring it out and using the resources from the private sector, from Intuit and others, to figure out the best way to get you online, to ease the transition of moving from filling out the paper forms to doing an online form, to making sure that you're maximizing your deductions, which means more money back from taxes that you might have already had withheld in your positions, to really understanding what the deductions are about, and to ease that transition. And I think that this is a program that's growing. I've understood it's growing state to state. Ronald was telling me, he's from the IRS, was telling me that he has, how many sites do you have?
It's 169.
169 sites in the state, and this is a little, I'll do a little advertisement, because we all associate filing online with the TurboTax. I mean, it's almost turning into a Google kind of situation here, where when you talk about filing online, people talk about TurboTax. I hear people talk about it all the time. I'm sure that makes your heart sing, but somebody's got to sing, I guess. But anyway, so I want to thank all of you all for coming today. I think this is a great crowd, a good way to get out some good information in a very timely time. It's March. We've got 6 weeks before the deadline, and I want to see us be able to use the resources at hand to make sure that we're not costing anybody any more money, and that we are making sure that people are doing accurate, timely returns, and that's what this is about today. So I want to thank you all for including me in the day, and I want to thank Ashley Paxton from my office. Where is Ashley? There she is. Ashley is in my office with Chris Strobel, who's also here. And Ashley, we divide up our casework. This is probably more than you want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway.